You got to give it to GMC. The AT4 was a home run. And I can't wait to show you guys the interior. I borrowed this SUV from Jerry Seiner, Buick GMC here in South Jordan, Utah. Be sure to ask for Frank. This is available for sale. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys can see all the options and features on this build. At the very top is a description, and it shows the paint as sterling metallic. Interior is the Forest Storm with the mahogany accents. Can't wait to show it to you, by the way. And be sure to pause it for the standard equipment. It is a short listing. Base price is going to be $73,700. And starting off the options is the AT4 premium package for $5,340. And the 6.2 liter was optioned on this one too. The sterling paint was $495. Destination comes in at $1995 with a total price of $83,575. And off to the side you'll see the Philly County numbers with the 6.2 liter, 18 on the highway, 14 city, 16 combined. When I saw this online, I wasn't too impressed by the design, but it does look better in person. I do like the black bumpers. It does give it that sporty yet rugged off-road look. And check out the new headlight design. Now, I was not impressed with the last model year because I felt as though the headlights weren't that great, but they did do a new design for the projectors. So if I have a chance, maybe I'll have to stay out a little late and drive this to see how well these are compared to the old ones here. It does say precision LED, and I'm not sure if they're adaptive or not, but yeah, they definitely have a nice design. They're high and low beam, and for 2025 they do have an animation. Let's see if I have the key. I'll show it to you real quickly. So there it is. Now, if it was nighttime, it turns on each projector individually. That's what it does on my truck, and I'm pretty sure they do the same thing for this one too. I know it's cheesy, but you know, it's something nice to see. You know, if you're walking up to your truck, you unlock it, and you guys see right there, they do give you the parking sensors on the side for pulling into the garage. Projector style fog light LED. More parking sensors. You have the red recovery hooks. They give you a satin finish here. And it doesn't look like it matches what's on the grill there, but it's like a darker silver color. Front camera, active grill shutters, and then here's some of your badging. Now, I will say for my wife, she needs skid plates because she finds a way to run over stuff, and they give you some pretty durable ones down here too. Now let's take a look at the suspension. This is why you buy a Yukon over the Acadia. This has double wishbone. And you have that coilover set up for the shock and coil there. It has a aluminum steer knuckle, you can kind of see it back there. And they do give you some strengthening right there. So this is pretty close to what you see on the pickup trucks. And it's gonna handle well on road. Also, it's gonna give you some extra comfort too. Fabric material inside the wheel well. And then check out the tires. These are the Goodyear Wranglers. 275/60/20 is the tire size. Hopefully you guys can see that there. There it is. So that's the tire size, 20-inch wheel, 6 lug. Here's the capacity for the tire, 2,679 pounds at 51 PSI. And then check out some of the badging right there too. Yeah, more of that dark silver accent, AT4 badge. And here's just a nice side view. Sterling silver is pretty nice for AT4 for sure. Mirrors have some black on the bottom, and then that silver. Turn signals are right there. Camera, blind spot monitoring, and these are power folding. They do give you painted door handles, and you have smart key system for front and rear doors. I do like the fact that this one has those power deployable running boards, and they do have the perimeter lighting below, so like at nighttime it will light up the ground on the side, which is a nice accent. Independent rear suspension, and you guys saw on the side too, there's no chrome really on this. All the trimming around the windows, on the roof rails, black. 28-gallon fuel tank I believe on this one, and you're gonna have to use premium for that 6.2 liter. And then out back, check out the design. You have that quad exhaust. They call it dual exhaust though. And then they do hide that hitch. Now I'm gonna be a little picky. I wish that they would have painted this plastic trimming down below here, because it would have matched the front nicely. But you still have those parking sensors even off to the side right there. And your cameras. Also, there's one for the 4K for that rear view mirror, which I'll show you on the inside. And then there's a button here to pop this. I've always liked this. I don't know why every SUV doesn't have this. As well as your power liftgate. Third row seat is already up. Power, I believe, does come standard on this one too. And then here is all of your storage below the floor out back. Tie down right there, as well as on this side. And if you want to pop those seats down, you do have to hold the buttons, unfortunately, so it won't just go down by one touch, which I like to see, like this right here too. The only thing I'm going to be picky on is I like to see carpet on the back here. That's just me being picky, that's all. I'm just being picky. And then that's how you drop down that tailgate. You still have the animations out back too. Care to see that? I'll show it to you here in a second. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this powertrain. GM is the only one in the segment doing this. You have two V8 options for the AT4. You have the 5.3 liter and this optional 6.2 liter. This engine's putting out 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. Now that may not seem like much compared to those twin turboed V and inline sixes, but you have to understand you will sound so much better going down the road with this one. And you got to burn premium, which kind of sucks, but it doesn't matter, because if you want to sip fuel, they have the next best thing. For 2025, they did updates to the Duramax diesel. It's a 3 liter inline 6. It's the LM2. It's going to have 305 horsepower and 495 pound-feet of torque. I am very tempted to trade my wife's Lexus in. I haven't talked to her about this, so I shouldn't even be talking about it on camera. But my point is, she'll probably watch this video before I talk to you guys about it. But my point is, I am very tempted to getting her a Denali Ultimate next year with that 3 liter inline 6. I don't know if I'm going to do it because I just don't want to spend any more money, but I'm very tempted because I like that Ultimate interior, and I think that she would like that too. But yes, I think that if you're in the market, it's hard to beat a Chevy and GMC currently because of these powertrains. Like, I love the fact that you have the diesel option, and if you do a lot of highway driving, that's where you're going to get the most benefit, because you can get close to 30 mpg. They put green inside the interior, and I love it. I think I'm getting old because I like blue interiors now, and I definitely like green. Like this green on the black with this like mahogany color, it's absolutely perfect. Soft touch leather all right here up top including. You have your seat memories. They have some satin finish on the door handle, and hopefully you guys can see that design there too. You can't feel it, but it just looks nice though. Auto up and down for the front windows, auto down for the rears. And as I said, on the outside, you do have power folding outside mirrors, Bose sound system, nice accent right there. All this is hard plastic down below, which is pretty typical. And check this out, 12-way seat, because the lumbar does go up and down. You have a power steering column, so tilt and telescoping. Here's some of the controls on the side. So you have the electronic parking brake, 360 camera, parking sensors, the auto stop start, traction control, downhill assist. And this is like a self-parking feature, lane keep assist there. Here's all the controls for your four-wheel drive system and your drive modes. Also your lighting. And then check that out, AT4 badge. They have a lot of AT4 badges around the interior. And the mahogany, you have black, and then you have that mahogany piping and stitching with that forest color there. And they have a new design for the perforated leather too. I like that. Check that out. That looks good. AT4 badge here. And they do provide a handle, not one on the side, but on the passenger side they do actually. So there's that grab handle. And oh wow, so on this side too, 12-way passenger seat. And hopefully you guys see that forest green a little bit better in the shade here. They have a AT4 badge up top, and And overall design of this interior is very nice. They did a great job. This is all wrapped in like leather. So everything just looks good. A little bit of storage, more leather with the mahogany stitching. And they do provide little hidden storage right there. I like that. Here's the button right here. And that's most likely for your sunshades. They just did a great job on this. And well, look at that, 16.8-inch display. The center console, huge. And out back, I'm gonna be picky, no curtains. I'm just very picky with that. I like to see curtains out back, especially on these really expensive SUVs. They do, however, give you another AT4 badge. They really want people to know you have the off-road version. Grab handle here. And on the roof, they have your LED lights. You have that twin panel moonroof. And check this out. You have those outboard heated seats, Type-C USBs. This is a 3-zone climate control too. There's a 120 volt power plug right there. Seat back pockets. And out back, nothing really new back here. They still give you that perforated, wow, they give you perforated leather back here. You don't normally see that for the most part, but yeah, they do it. You have a Type-C USB, some cup holders on both sides. Yeah, nice. This is really done well. More places to hang things at. And I will say that, you know, for this being a full-size SUV, they give you a lot of space. These seats do slide too, so if you have a younger child, you can scoot this chair closer up if you need to feed them or something like that. Let's go ahead and jump back over to the driver's side. They do provide an 11-inch screen here, and as I said earlier, this is going to be a 16.8 screen. Here are some of the controls on the steering wheel. You have a gear limiter right there. And push button start is new. They've been using this button now for the trucks for a while. And it is wrapped in leather on this side too. All this is wrapped in leather too. You have more of that dark silver accent, red accent down below. And where do we start? I mean, let's start with the shifter first. So they do give you paddle shifters, but if you want to put it in gear, right, this is new. You pull it towards you, that puts it in neutral. You can see that. If you push this button here, it puts it in park. Now if you pull it towards you, push down, that puts it in drive. Pull it towards you, push up, that puts it in reverse. Here are the cameras on the side. So they do provide bird's eye view. You can turn that off if you want more of a full screen look. And if you need a backup line, they have one for parking and one for hooking up to a trailer. Or if you don't want anything, you have that too. Down below, if you push this button, you have a bird's eye view above. And if you're not great at parking, this will help you to know exactly where you are in the lines. And if you hook up to a trailer, you can also see forward and back. Pretty easy stuff. Navigation screen. This is like that home screen layout too. Actually, this is the home screen, but this is like the widget that they have. They kind of copied Stellantis on this, and that's a good thing because Stellantis has the best infotainment, and GM is like right on the cusp of like being #1 there, just by adding that little setup menu there. Vehicle status, they do provide some extra information, which I love. You have temperatures, which most people won't care about this. I love seeing temperatures though, especially for those who really plan on going off-road. This might be helpful for you. If you go back, something that you're gonna have to know about in this is the trip information. If you like to use this, you can actually push this information over to the driver display. And let's see. So you see right there, puts it in the middle. So you have that trip information if you want to see that there, or if you want to see your temperatures, engine hours, fuel economy, you can set that up however you want. And that was under, just so you saw, that was under the vehicle status. This menu is completely like customizable. So for some people, I like to have my Apple CarPlay right at the very top there. If you want your settings up there, you can do that too. And if you swipe, actually this goes up and down. The Chevy goes, you know, left to right. So yeah, you go up and down, which I actually like this a little bit better because it puts more stuff on the page Down below, you can still see that GM knows their customers because they still give you hard buttons for the climate. Now, some of these are for the climate, but some of the buttons are on the screen too. So these always stay illuminated, which is nice. So for example, like your seat, if you want your seat controls, they are within this menu. They always stay up though. You see that? So that never goes away. They also give you the adjustability for the temperature with hard buttons, but if you want to turn on the AC, well, you have to hit the screen. And as I said, all this stays up for you, which is really nice. Now, something that you really have to understand, they do give you this button here, which takes you to your settings, and it stays illuminated. This is a very important button right here for anyone looking to get the new Yukon. So this hides the universal garage door opener, your heads up display in here. So if you don't want it on, like right now it's on. If you don't want that on, you can turn it off. Sometimes people don't like to see stuff on the windshield. At nighttime, I turn mine off. I don't like the way it looks at night. So I do turn that off. And PowerStep steps, if you want to deploy them, sometimes you would do that to clean them off, or if you want to clean the roof, like you can just step on those and get a better angle at that. If you want to stow them, you can do that, or if you want to turn them off completely, you can do that too. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's a lot of nice features in this screen. I mean, I could probably take a few hours to go through all this stuff. I mean, there's just so much. But let's move on. You have a wireless charger, 2 USBs, cup holders, a lot of piano black. A lot of people don't like the piano black, and I understand why, because if you don't know how to clean it, it just gets scratched up and it looks terrible. There is the center console, and a little bit of storage on the side here. If you didn't see, heated steering wheel button was right there. And then this is the stock for the windshield wipers and your turn signals too. Lastly, at the very top, if you want to adjust those back seats, you can do that from here. You can put them up and down. And for your sunroof, they give you a screen that does slide. So that's pretty cool. And I gotta show you guys this button. This is like one of the coolest ones on here. Check this out. And you have additional storage down there. So yeah, this is truly one of the best SUVs. And even for me, I still have enough space here for the center console. Now this does slide too. Right there, as you guys can see, so you still can have an armrest if you're a little bit shorter and have to put the seat up further. Let's go ahead and check out the numbers on the door. The gross axle rating out front is going to be 3,700 pounds. The rear is 4,300 pounds. 7,600 pound gross vehicle weight rating and 20/9 wide wheels. All in payload is 1,539 pounds, and this can tow 7,500 pounds. This thing weighs on the curb 6,061 pounds, so it's pretty heavy. And then here is the tire pressure, 35 psi all the way around. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I think that if you're in the market for the 2025, it is truly one of the best ones on the market. You have great powertrain selections, and if you want close to 30 mpg, if you do a lot of highway driving, this is really the only one that can get close to it. I mean, even if you get a hybrid, they can't get much more than 25 mpg, especially on the highway. Now in the city, they can probably beat the diesel if you do just city driving, because emissions on diesels are terrible. Long story there, but yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Make sure your bell notifications are on, and we'll be doing more videos on these, comparing them to other SUVs. See you guys soon. I did forget to show you guys this. So yes, that's the 4K camera for the mirror. Later.